All right, Sagittarius. I'm barely starting. The horses already, they're over there by the feeder. So you could have somebody coming towards you. They're hungry. They're like out of the blue. You might run into them. Look, these cards fell out. And strength could be a Leo, somebody that you could have walked away from, or they walked away from you. Either way, but they may be feeling the heat of justice, karma coming towards them, and you could be in this energy. Espérate. Yeah, look, you could be in this energy. This person really tore down the house. You know what, guys? If this is a lady, I gotta say it like this because it came down straight. A woman can make a home or something like that, or they can destroy it. So for some of you ladies, it could be like somebody that left. Either you did it, bitch. I'm not gonna say it, but say because we're talking about Sagittarius, but some of you guys could be dealing with somebody that went somewhere else, yeah, and justice was served. They thought they had it better over there, and look, it burned down. Or for some of you guys, it could have been you. You could have burned down the house, burning down the house. And third story I heard is you could have been with somebody that was leaving another person, and they didn't want them to be with you, and they could have caused. Look, it's crazy because look, it could have been a fire sign. I mean, a water. I said fire. It could have been a water sign was leaving. Walking away. Like, all right. And what I'm seeing with this, it's almost like this fire sign could have destroyed a home. Maybe it burned down, or for some of you Sagittarius, you could have. This could be your ex, and they just sabotage. They sat there and watched everything burn down. You had the strength to not retaliate. This person, if you're dealing with another fire sign, they could have retaliated. They could have seeked revenge, or out of, for tick for tack. With the Seven of Cups, you have choices. They didn't want you. They knew if you were single, you walking away, you were gonna have choices. With the Ten of Pentacles, with somebody else. Some of you guys could have been dealing with somebody that is older, or you could be this, but look, there was anger. And look at the boy in the back. Ma, what are you doing? Or dad. Either way. And somebody, look, there's the Five of Swords, but look, they're by themselves. It's almost like you see this, they have all the swords. Like you could be Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, anywhere in your chart, North, or whatever. It could be even the cross watcher. With this, like, damn, you could have said, you know what, fuck it. This person didn't want to cooperate. They just wanted to ruin your life. And you were walking away like, fuck, I'll leave you everything, okay. You didn't have a problem, look, with a passion, okay. Because nobody wants to be with somebody that doesn't love them. Especially, if they're gonna hurt you in a certain way. Like you try to exit in a certain way. And we saw the kid where the kid was like, for reals? Like, man or woman, you could have been like, they're saying, no, they're not cheating. The kids were probably like, no, they're not cheating. And they were. For some of you fuckers, you were. And it was not something you were hiding. You were in separation, and you just, people fall out of love. And I come across this a lot because, I experienced it myself. But the more that I met people and I help people in the sense of them understanding, you don't have to go to that extent to create chaos, like to burn, to hurt somebody. I don't know where it went. This person is hiding now because the card is somewhere in here. But you don't have to go to that extent to hurt somebody. Like, look, this person, this even could be an air sign you could be dealing with. Some of you guys are dealing with the air sign. With the bloody moon, it's like their intentions are evil. And like you left them everything. You had to, at the moment you said, okay, God, and this person could have connived you, to where you couldn't retrieve things from, from your place or whatever. and they thought they were going to have victory, and they could have. But this person, if time has gone by, look, you're in this energy, and this person's like, fuck, pissed off. Maybe at first they were, in this right here. And this could be an ancestor that's really looking, this is somebody, oh, okay, there's no loyalty, but this person is watching them. Could be an investigator, or it could be, like I said, in the spirit, like a parental figure. Oh, okay. And I'm telling you, there's two eyes, and these people don't even know they're being looked at. And if this person kind of wanted to come back and mess with you again, no, you're already in this energy, whether you're with somebody now or it's coming in soon. And this person, look, they're going to get what they dished out. That's what I heard. The Ten of Swords. You remember how they were beating you down? For some of you guys, look, they said, oh, I wasn't doing, they could have blamed you for everything. And look, they're watching out, and they're about to feel this Ten of Swords, It's going to come out of the blue. Look, for some of you guys, they hit you they blindsided you, they hurt you, huh? They did you dirty. For some of you guys, you could have, like, if they had a protection order, man or female, they were still fucking you, sucking you, and everything, and everybody knew except you. And the whole time you were protecting them. That's how shady it is. That's why it's like this, out of the blue. What you do to people. Because for some of you guys, this person could have done it, to take from you, lock you up, put you in jail, maybe die, unalive. And people are seeing, because look, people are seeing, they're noticing. And maybe your kids could be shocked. They're like, oh, it was true what mom was saying. It was true what dad was saying. And look, people are seeing. This could be even people you did business with. Oh, okay. Oh, they're. So look, when people do wrong things, you guys could be in a position where you could be in this. And look, this person that lied, they didn't protect you. They didn't protect you. But the same way they didn't protect you and they lied, because people will get karma. And guess what? If that person of yours made everybody believe that you were in the wrong, guess what? They get karma. So they're going to come up against their I don't want to even cuss. But look, ahora sí, agárrate, hija de tu pinche madre, o hijo de tu pinche madre. This bitch was childish. They've been dealing with the Leo son. They said Leo son. Yeah, they want to look all pretty riding on a horse, They needed to heal the inner child. But guys, for a lot of you guys, you don't have to seek revenge. Your person could have seek revenge. Look, you remember that's air sign that I had out here? This one, look. This is like afterwards, after they could have blindsided you. Didn't I just say that? It's like you were like, what? I thought you were supposed to be on my team. This is a fucking betrayer. Who the hell wants one of those on your team? Who the hell wants somebody, if you know their history, who wants that? Because they'll do it to you. See, people don't realize the consequences. Look, the horses right there. Bitch, are you going to feed me? I got to go in a minute, guys. So there could be somebody trying to walk towards you. They're tippy-toeing. They want to feel, your energy. Are they calm down? Or, just, after this, hell no. You could be in this energy. You have people around. This is the Four of Wands. This is their home. But, everybody's chilling. You could have entertainment. If you're a man, you're a lucky fucking man. Look at all these bitches. If you're a lady, you just you having fun. You have all your girls over there. But for a lot of you guys, this person that did you wrong, look, they're gonna. It's like people don't understand. As long as you don't seek revenge, because for some of you guys, if you made a mistake and you cheated and whatever, you were able to say, you know what, I fucked up. For some of you guys, you could have said, hey man, yeah, you owned up to it. What do you want to do? I don't want to be aquí, you know, and you're going to flip out later. Don't do me wrong. When you tell people, are you sure? And they plot on you and they have those malicious thoughts. Some of them were playing with, because that house was on fire. They were playing with fire. They didn't want you to survive. They had malicious plans. Guys, if you're dealing with somebody that was, everybody knew they were going to serve you, they were going to get you, man or woman, and they were plotting on how taking step in Canada. There's a law that is called the silver bullet, something like that, where, you know, they plot on their husbands, their wives, if they have money, whichever way. And what they do is they do this process where they do that protective order. Oh, I fear him for my death. Bitch, you were fucking them the night before. They were in the same house. How are you afraid when you're hiding with their family? Is what I'm channeling right now, guys. Some of you guys, yeah, because you might have had businesses in their name for reasons. Minority-owned women. You have that knowledge. That person died. Look into history. He or she, you know, like I said, some of you guys go to Leo. You could have been a female with a background with your family that has money, businesses, you know, investments. And, you know, they did the whole family dirty. Who knows? It's going to come to light. But look, this person could have been playing innocent. They hurt me. But see, the authorities have a problem too. This could have happened, you know, if it happened during COVID, everything was shut down. But still, there's a cause and effect. I think they should investigate more. Like, okay, well, why is this person acting this way towards you? I don't know. I don't know my pinchy ass. Channeling, guys. Look, now they want to come in a hurry. Or this is you. Like, bitch, I'm going to still move forward. If you're dealing with another fire sign, this could have been reactive abuse or something like that. Reactive abuse. And they set you up. But look, stay patient. Justice is right around the corner. All you got to do, guys, is just go within and heal. Pull your energy back. Put them in a position like you don't want to fight. You were never wanting to fight. They're supposed to be on your side. And see, some of you guys, they've already convinced people that you were the bad person. You don't have to do that. If people know who you are, se hacen pendejas, pendejos. No, you don't have to do that. Go, align yourself with God. Infinite, they left me out in the cold. Good. The more they take, the more God will bless you. Just hang in there. Don't expect God to come in like I know. He's going to be next to you. He's going to be guarding you, protecting you. But you got to have faith. You got to understand, okay, this is for a reason. And it's for you to open up your eyes and really look who had your back. Who really was there? What was really going on? Your emotions are going crazy. But look, ahora sí, look. Because if you have a person that is ride or die, this is here. But they were ride or die for somebody that wanted to screw you and your family over. That's what I'm hearing, guys. Yeah, look, they wanted your pentacle. See? This is a cup right here. Like, fuck, I'm gonna get that pentacle. Some of you guys, you got a blessing coming in. You have this King of Cups this is a blessing. With the Knight of Cups, you could meet this person when you're out having fun. You know, this person is partying. Like, man, where'd I go to the next? And he might, man, if this is a man, he might not look, or even a woman. But if it's a man, he's not gonna look like he has money. And maybe for some of you men, you're like, fuck that. If I meet somebody, I don't want to let them know I'm blessed, you know, that I got coins coming in. You're like, fuck that. Hell no, look. Yeah, some of you guys, yeah, you're like, no, I'm gonna. So yes, this person, they're gonna get what they dished out. That's what I'm hearing. And some of you guys, let's see. Anything else? Look, the High Priestess came out. Your intuition already had told you, stay away from this person. Don't go back. And look, guys, when God takes you away from somebody and they did you dirty, you feel rejected, but no, God's seen it all, and it looks like it feels like that. Take your emotions out of it. Take your emotions. Look, use your intuition. You know the truth behind it. You know how they left you the whole time. They were watching you. You didn't have nowhere. And for a lot of you guys, this home was yours. They wouldn't have been able to get it on their own. No. Now they want to come back, and you're in this energy. But no, you already know they took it. And maybe they want to say, you know what, I'm going to give you. No. See, look. Maybe they want to bring, they want to make things right. No, why? Because they know they're about to get caught up in this. It's none of your business. Let it go. You have a blessing coming in, and this person wants to come. Look, now I don't want no other love. I want my Sagittarius back, and they're thinking how they took from you. And look, God said, vente para acá. All these three peoples. Look, this could be a father figure, mother figure. This is a high priestess. This is a Pisces. An Aries right here, could be a Virgo. This fucker right here, no, he don't even have no position. So for some of you guys, your person left with somebody that was didn't even have rank. They downgraded. Más pendejo, pendeja. I don't know, it just came out like that. Guys, regardless if you're the cross watcher or not, you gotta go and do things right. You have a chance. God loves us all. He forgives. Yes, you could be in this energy. Look, hi, my love. Healing. Look at the picture right here. Oh, I remember we used to crush in here, but I fucked it up. Look, I'm telling you, this person, if they put the cops on you like this, and look, you could have been, you just wanted to go on your own. Like they didn't want to come with you. Orale. I'll go on my spiritual journey. But this person put you in a position, look, where they humiliated you. I'm telling you, look, you got a call coming in, spam call. Probably calling you from different numbers. All kinds of, but look, because I'm telling you, what you put out. Guys, go to God. I know you could be feeling like shit because you have to walk away. But guess what? Trust in God. Look, back to back. No, vámonos. We don't want that karma. Look, a tower moment. For some of you guys, you have an earth sign that also could have stabbed you in the back. Look, it's almost like it was a whole group to take your home, or I don't know, party in your home. Look, the devil. But look, let me see. There's communication coming in. It could be them getting their karma, and look, their head, everything is drying up. They don't have nowhere to go. Look, with the tower and this, andale with this nine. Look, 10 of cups. It's a person you had family with. Let's see, what is your advice, Sagittarius? Love is amazing. And for some of you guys, it's just the mistakes. Whichever part you're in, you have to really, really understand the spiritual journey. Is that we come here to learn these karmic lessons. They're going to be harsh. But you know what? It's how you're going to overcome them. And it really is to put you aligned and to make you a better person. Look, for some of you guys, no, they said it kept going on. This is what you have. You're not going to see it. Because for some of you guys, you're meant to be. Hold on, I got something in my eye. See? They could be doing spells so you can see, or for a lot of you guys, you're going to be in this energy. They ain't shit out here. How am I going to make it? You're going to create it. And plus, the devil creates illusions. Who are you going to trust, the devil or God? Look, mystic cycle or circle. Connect with and I can't say the word, and spiritual wisdom. And have patience on the journey. I am grounded in my path. So look, it might not look at it, but I promise you, if you keep your faith and you just keep positive, Wherever you want me to go, God, I shall flourish. Because look, you're heading to the tree of life is what I call it. And look, with the moon, even if they try to hide or try, to cloak your blessings, is what I'm hearing. Baby, you blessed. You're going to be able to see this tree, your blessing growing. Blessed growth. Stay firmly rooted in your intentions and reach for the sky. I nourish my dreams. So you could have had somebody, you were dealing with somebody that didn't want you to reach your dreams. They didn't want to come with you, and they didn't want you to accomplish. You were dealing with somebody that wanted to trip you, wanted to, like to put their foot out. That's greedy. Who does that? Caca. Sacred. Look, you have sacred knowledge. Let your mind, body, and spirit harmonize with your intentions. I am aligned with spirit. That's crazy, guys. This could have, we saw the death. It was parental figure. It could be a Pisces. It was I forgot who it was, but whoever it was, it doesn't matter. Get it. Wish them well. That it could be a friend, but other people have. I just heard. Why would God allow that to happen to me? If you're the one that asked that, there's a lot of people that have been done wrong like that, like where they hurt a person to gain material, to do it for material gains, like that stuff you see in 48 hours, and they planned it. So they get rid of this person and they'll team up with the guy. So your person could be with a person, almost like a destiny swap, but God didn't allow it. And whoever you experience something like that, you're going to be the one that's going to help people. Why? You went through it and you didn't. I'm laughing because you're going to laugh. You're going to understand how protected you was and you are. And that person, they're going to regret it. Both of them or all of them. That's called conspiracy. I don't know whose that is for, but some of you guys, you forgive and let go. And if it was that close of a family, qué vergüenza. No, hombre. Get out of your own way. You can be whatever you want. See? Some of you guys, there's no turning back. The past is in the past, and I know it hurts. Believe me, I know it's hard. But you can be whatever you want. For some of you guys, this could be in regards of a parental figure, and you want to be certain. Oh, they want you doing tacos right there, the mesera, the waitress. And you're like, Dad, I speak English like my cousin, my uncle, infinite. And they don't want you to do nothing else. They want you a huevo. It's just tradition. And knowing damn well, numbers, how to handle finances. You could go to college, you could do something, but no. For some of you guys, if you're a male, you could have a father. No, mijo, you're gonna work out in the field. Dad, I know how to do. No, a chingarle. Just because they could be successful, and some, it doesn't matter. But because they had to have it hard, like they had to grow up hard, and some of you guys still grew up in that way, but you want the ability to do something else. Like God has a craft or something within you. You have this way of, a gift, something amazing, and you know it. So stop suppressing it, man or woman. And if that spouse is trying to get in the way, from you reaching your dreams, if that spouse doesn't understand that, hey, maybe things didn't work out and you want to go your own way, you have the right to say, yeah. If they don't want to compromise, you have the right to be happy. You have the right to love, to be loved. Some of you guys, you don't wish that upon your ex, and they did you dirty because you had a kind heart. You didn't do them, or you didn't even think in doing them the way they did you. You didn't have the heart. For some of you guys, you had the ability to hurt them, but you didn't. That's where they took advantage. But if you're in that situation, man, take it to God. Leave it to God and enjoy your spiritual journey. Yes, you have the tendency to look back and be on here looking and see what they're doing. It's normal. But slowly ask God to pull you back. God, secure me, assure me, help me heal, because it could be hard. Some of you guys could have been dealing with PSD or whatever they call it. You didn't have the ability to heal, with other people. You had to heal. The wenches kicked in. You had to heal with God, and you should be happy. Not a lot of people get that opportunity. Some of you guys, you're on the verge of connecting and bonding. You can feel it. Don't lose that faith. It feels amazing. All right, guys, let me see if there's anything else. It says, give it to God and focus on your divine purpose. If that's not any confirmation, because it says your ex betrayed you, but it's okay. In time, they will realize they betrayed themselves. I don't know, man. It came out this way. I had to give it out this way. Whoever needed to hear that, even if you betrayed somebody, I want to give this message too for the ones that betrayed and you feel bad. Don't hold it in. Express it. Fuck guilt and shame. We all make mistakes. You could have gave everything and you felt mad and you allowed temptation to cause hurt. It's okay. Bring it safe, ask forgiveness humbly and change, heal. God will bless you too. You got to just put in the work. We all came here to make a difference, and I tell people, like, you could be a certain person because you grow up in an environment, and what do? You have to survive. And some of us, we lived in the dark for so long and we love it. I say we love it because one day I was riding with my little girl, and we had been apart for so long with this situation that we had where I couldn't see them, and she still was intimidated. And I remembered they were little, and to see them 3 years later is still a big ass difference. And she thought, we had a little discussion, and I told her, I said, Mommy, I'm changing. I'm not the same person, because they feed shit in their heads, but never, I made sure they were good, protected, had fun. They never seen, until when I lost my dad, it was hard. But I told her, and I had to be honest. I said, Mija, man, I try hard to be the best. And the only person I had was God, Jesus. That were the only ones there for me. So I promised them that I was going to, change. And he accepted me the way I am. He created me. I said, but I gotta tell you, I love the dark side. I'll say that's what I'm used to, and I don't want to lie to you, but I'm doing everything possible to stay aligned, so you could be proud of me. If you want, you don't have to. And she was like, wow. I said, Mija, it's hard to make a change, but I'm doing it for God, for me. Y vámonos puro para adelante. And a lot of you guys could be in that position. You're like, I don't know if God, I've done all these and this and that. Who cares? If you're willing to change, like I put that video of the nerds. When I was growing up, I wanted to be like that. At one point, I felt like that. And inside me, I'm a pinchy nerd. I love to have fun. I prank and everything. And, I just like to have fun. Life is too short. You could be like, oh, why did you like, when I was even in the dark, when I was doing my shit, ira con una pinche risa, and I knew God was protecting me. That's the craziest thing. But now when I shift to that, it's like, my God, if I could be a nerd, and no offense, I see that innocence behind it. And a lot of people talk bad about these people. And in school, I used to stand up for them, pero because they're cool as hell, man. They just, anybody can change. And to me, you know, your inner child's very important. Man, if you only knew how many thugs, you know, when I came around, parecían los niños, and we're so trapped in this, you know, because the environment could be a certain way. And I'm like, dude, let's go through this. And man, you should see how their inner childs glow. You know, all of us, we have the ability to enjoy life. Don't allow anybody to take that away from you. Okay, so some of you guys are wishing on a star or something, or maybe saw a shooting star. So that's what I got for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anywhere in your pinchy chart. Put it in the chart. Put it in the comments. Anywhere in my fucking charts, pinchy charts, whatever. Psalms 88. Go check it out. Maybe change your world. All right, guys.